Hi, this is Asen with the Quest again, with another update. Um, this one, this one occurred November 4th of 15. We rescued 21 children. That brings the total at this time to 190. 190 rescued and taken care of. This time it wasn't so happy. We've lost our first soldier. His name, as with all of ours, the men are Joe and the women are Jane. He was as dedicated as I am to this, and we used to have a bet about who would die doing this first, and I guess he won. This one occurred in Laos, and it was along one of our underground railroads, which was newly established. We found a place where they had a staging area for the girls, and it was like a small store and stuff, and there was four of the guys had left the vehicle and went inside. It was a very difficult brothel in order to coordinate in a tactical way, and so a couple of them took position in other areas while Joe walked around the front, and there was no vision, but there was nothing that we could do about that. It was the only way that we could actually approach. And so he came around a blind side, and one of the bad guys recognized him, and they took him down. When something like this happens, you know, you lose your mind in a way for a moment, and then you realize the situation and your job and your duty and what you're there for. Of course, the first thing that you want to do is retaliate, but you can't. You have to fulfill the mission. And so, as difficult as it was, they managed to do what they needed to do. The youngest one was 10 years old, and the oldest was 14 of the 21, and all of them had been acquired in Vietnam. As Joe approached, like I said, one of them recognized him from our dealings with them before. We're all getting well known there, so we have to rotate on a regular basis. The others were in place. The other of the tactical team was in place, and they got the kids that were caged in the back of the truck out, and they did it very quickly. And while all their focus was on the soldier that they had killed, they had a lot of time, more than normal, and were able to get all of the kids out. So as you can tell, it's a little difficult for me to talk about this, but we managed to get all the girls out. We got them to the safe place, and the process began for each of them. And then there was another rescue. This was on 12/5 of 15. We rescued 19 more kids. That brought us to a total of 209. And at that point, we had met our goal for the year. With one of the troops being killed, we've had to take on some new tactics, and it seemed to be effective so far. This day we got from one of our informants that a truckload of kids was being transported. Sorry, my pages are sticking together. It was being transported from the mountains into one of the more active cities. with some liberated trucks, our team had modified them to look a bit angry. They intercepted the bad guys' truck that was alone about halfway down the mountain, with the quest trucks on both sides and some big armor staring at them. They jumped from the truck and ran. My people were a little taken back at what had just happened. You know, it was one of those incidents you just don't expect. And the truck went off the road, crashed on its side with the kids in it. There was silence on the phone as I waited for information. Last I heard, the truck had crashed. They finally came back to me and advised that all were in good shape, only a few scratches. The nun that was with us comforted the girls and let them know all was okay. It took a while, but the team figured they would upright the truck and see if it still worked, and it did. We took a little longer than we normally do, but it was on the spot decision, which is what we have to do. All the girls now are safe and being looked after as we relocate them. We reached our goal. That was a big moment for all of us, and we got all these kids out. So thank you, everybody. You know, there's no way I can say this enough, but every single dollar helps, and you cannot imagine until you first experience it. It's just amazing, and thank you for all the prayers, everything, the thoughts. I really mean that. We'll do one more here. This was on 12/10. We striked again. We got 2 more kids. That brought us to a total of 211. One of our team, Jane, noticed 2 girls in the back of a motorbike with the bad guys at a street store. She noticed something off. Then, after getting a little closer, she recognized one of the bad guys. We had bought children from him before, and this time they were not as willing as before. But Jane has a very convincing manner about her. The only way to explain that is to experience it. And so after a few minutes, they realized it was in their best interest to go ahead and make the deal. She phoned me and we agreed to $50 each. I did not have that much money, but was able to loan it from a friend, so we made the purchase. Then Jane decided that, you know, the price included the motorbike and liberated it for us. You gotta love her, right? This is my team. I know we do things different, but there are we are the ones that are making a difference. So whatever it is that we're doing, it seems to be working really well, better than anybody else. So, you know, if you disagree with my tactics, then so be it. Let me know. In my book, children to be taken as slaves and tortured, then when of no use, they sell their organs. While they're still alive, they harvest them. So I can't find anything in my rule book that says there are any rules other than human rules, human law. So anyways, that's it for this time. I'll be back with another one soon. Thanks. So much.
Để cái này mang vô cái này. Dạ.